Last quick one. Say it ain't so. Now, Lego, excuse me, got me with Bogota. Lego is going woke. The company unveiling a range of new characters in the effort to be more inclusive. Lego says the new characters will promote diversity and understanding. Some will have anxiety issues. I don't know how you show that. One will have a missing limb, another Down syndrome. These are really important issues.
Yeah.
It's really important issues that Lego is producing toys that maybe relate to other folks and kids that maybe don't have things that show similar to who they are. It's so dangerous. Why Lego? There's more from that stupid ass segment. Watch more.
Do you want Lego in there?
Definitely not. But what's so fascinating about this story is the divide in the country. Republicans think it's insane that they're forcing identity politics into Legos. Democrats are upset that they didn't make a drag queen stripper. They're like, you call this a children's toy? What kind of set is this? No, it shouldn't be going on the way it's going on. But the reason they force identity into toys is because they think identity comes with a built-in political orientation. And that's what they're after here. I'm not having it.
Wow. I just want to build, like, I have a Lego set that builds the White House.
Yeah, no, imagine that. And that's the whole point of Legos. If your kid builds with them, he's smart, he's going to be fine. If he eats them, you got to keep an eye on that kid. That's all they were there for.
There you go.
What are they there for? Legos have gone woke. They're showing children, or at least characters in there, showing to kids maybe that there's other issues. There's certain things about some of these Legos that can relate to them. They can see themselves maybe in their toys. Odd how that works. It's such a novel idea. I can't believe Lego would do such a thing. And as Harris Faulkner that pointed out was, do you want Lego in there? What does that mean? Lego in there? In where? The stores? Because by the way, I have this really great way to avoid this. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Weird how that might work out for you. Buy the astronaut Legos, buy the race car Legos, and you know what's going to happen in your life? It'll be just fine. So stop with this complaining over this whole thing. Actually, let's talk about what this whole thing is that they're so mad about. Let's look at this image of this promotion that the Lego is doing for these new toys. Because what they're doing is they're promoting diversity and understanding. And they said some of the new Lego Friends characters will exist with realistic complexities such as anxiety, limb difference, Down syndrome, vitiligo, and a dog with a wheelchair. How dare they? A representative for the company and Friends collection said over the weekend that the company sees that there's this real need for kids to see themselves in the toys that they're playing with. How dare they, Jackson? This is the outrage they're having.
Fox News is like daycare television for old people who drool and can't use the bathroom on their own. Like they just have like the noise playing in the background because this is like the biggest non-issue in the world. Like, why are you talking about Legos when this is politics? You all are adults, like you pointed out. I mean, are any of you going to be buying Legos? Maybe you'll buy Legos for your great-grandchildren because everyone watching Fox News is old enough to have great-grandkids. And you know, he's like, oh, and the Democrats, they're bad because it's not a drag queen Lego. Like, you know, again, this is literally just like, hey, you see the colors? You see the colors on the screen? Can you hear? Turn your hearing aid up, turn it up a little bit. Like, that's all this is.
And the thing is, the point about this is to continue to keep this narrative within the people's general mindset that anything that's inclusionary, that shows other people, that's not just like the folks that they think are only ones watching. Anything shows anything different to that, to children especially. If they have a different kind of toy to play with, it's indoctrination. They're poisoning our children. To what? Know there's other people in the world that aren't just like them, or some of those folks that aren't just like them maybe see something in a toy that is similar to them. Weird. They hate that. Why do they hate that? Because then there's more inclusion, there's more understanding, and there's a little bit less of the violence, hatred, and harassment. And that's what they're against. They love the violence. They hate the hatred. I'm sorry, they love the hatred, and they hate it's any kind of inclusion. Division is the bottom line. So they may have this stupid ass segment where they're joking, but they're still looking to that final point.